Okay, so for those of you who don't know, I have this theory that coronal mass ejections that come from the sun is actually coronavirus. So coronal mass ejections is a significant release of plasma and accompanying magnetic field from the sun's corona into the solar wind. CMEs are often associated with solar flares and other forms of solar activity, but a broadly accepted theoretical understanding of these relations has not been established. Okay, so I have a few videos talking about this. Back when the Georgia Guidestones blew up, it led me to this theory about coronal mass ejections and solar flares being sent out from the sun, and that it's supposed to be this really big hit that wouldn't actually affect humans because of the electromagnetic field that the earth has around it. But I mean, that's just a theory. They don't know, right? Or maybe they do know and are lying to us. So I talked about it in the video that this comment was left in. Click on it if you guys want to watch the other video. So they said, so if I was COVID positive and survived, what does this mean in your theory? Okay, so a lot of people are asking that, like, what if I have long lasting COVID, or what if I get COVID repetitively? Because my theory is that coronal mass ejections causes COVID, and COVID are signs of ascension. So my theory is that people keep leveling up the more that they get COVID. I have noticed that people have gotten COVID who are really asleep. I mean, we've all gotten COVID at this point pretty much. And the people who it took a minute for them to get COVID were really, really asleep. And I feel like the minute that they get COVID, all of a sudden they're starting to see things in a different light, or are starting to kind of open their eyes to things, or are being told things that is making them question things. So I think everybody gets COVID at the time that they're supposed to get COVID. I've gotten COVID twice. I mean, the first time we didn't even know COVID existed. It was in 2019, October of 2019 to January of 2020. And that's when my awakening happened. My awakening started in January of 2020, right when I got over COVID. And then it went on from there, and it's been insane since. I also got COVID in January of this year, 2022, and I ascended even more, and I leveled up even more, and the downloads keep coming, and I mean, it's insane. And now we're going through another huge surge of COVID because we did have huge solar flares that hit the earth. So if you are getting COVID consistently, I think it's you're having a hard time leaving the matrix. The matrix is really hard to get out of and to disassociate with it. I know that we're still living in this world and we still have to participate in it, but there are ways to disconnect from the matrix. If you guys aren't following my Instagram, I highly suggest you do. I do post a lot of my downloads on there because it's too much to be posting on here. They're in my stories and my highlights. I do think that there are people who constantly get COVID who are having a really hard time shedding the ego, and just realizing that none of this shit really matters, and that we have to love each other to change. We have to love ourselves, and we have to love each other, and we have to love the planet. That is the only way we're gonna save ourselves. I think a lot of people died because of COVID because they just were not energetically strong enough to survive it. This shit is hard, and we are fucking warriors, which is why we're still here and we've already won.